Hey guys,
Hey, Casey House here with Caldwell Banker Advantage.
Jason Moore, private mortgage banker.
There's another episode of the Moorehouse Show today with Kathleen Louis of the DRA.
Yeah, check out the great interview. Kathleen's a key member of the DRA and it's got some great insight for you.
Hey, thanks for joining us for another episode of the Moorehouse Show. We're here today with Kathleen from the DRA. You want to introduce yourself and kind of tell us a little bit about what you do for the Downtown Raleigh Alliance?
Sure. I am the Vice President of Engagement and Business Development here.
Okay.
So I oversee all of our engagement activities, which include events, communications, and then also lead our business development, so our fundraising efforts here.
Okay, awesome. So Kathleen and I are kind of like twins. We moved from DC to Raleigh about the same time and both live in Five Points. But tell us, how did you end up in Raleigh from DC?
Sure. So I'm originally from upstate New York and went to DC after college. I was there for about 10 years. And my husband and I were at this point in our lives where we were looking to buy a house and not have a really long commute. And so we looked at some cities in Texas as well as Raleigh, and didn't know anybody here. But once we visited, we really fell in love with the area.
Yeah.
For a number of reasons. Of course, the great economy, the growing economy, the number of jobs here, the great schools. But I think the thing that really sold us was the community.
Yeah.
It was such a great sense of community, a little bit of a small town feel in a way, but great big city amenities. So we're really happy here.
Yeah, good. And how did you end up at DRA?
Sure. So I had a similar role when I was in DC working at the Capitol Riverfront Bid, which is the area around Nationals Ballpark. So it's also a place management organization.
Yeah.
And so when I first moved to Raleigh, I was working at a private school in marketing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it was a bit of a change, and it was a great environment and a really fun experience. But when this position came open, I was so excited for the opportunity to really get back into what I love to do. And also, the reason we moved here is basically because we fell in love with the city.
Yeah.
So it's extra fun to be able to have such a strong impact on this community.
Yeah. Kathleen is always out and about with the DRA, so I'm sure you've run into her.
What is your favorite place to eat and your favorite things to do in Raleigh?
That's a great question. Moved here was for so we like to do a lot of activities. Check out the amazing greenway system here. The art museum has beautiful trails and outdoor art sculptures. We also love exploring downtown. There are always things to do, from First Friday to large festivals. Kind of with that, the downtown shopping is pretty cool and unique. Absolutely. A lot of locally owned places that you can't find anywhere else. And then as far as restaurants, there are new places opening all the time, which is really fun to check out and explore. Beatamonda, of course, is one of the top places, and love to go there if you can get in. And then also Parkside is sort of one of our family favorites. They have everything from healthy options to bar-type food and everything in between. So that's a great spot, too.
You named some great gems, some really good places.
So what is going on with the DRA right now? Any upcoming events? Are there ways that people can get involved moving forward?
Yeah, that's a great question. It's a really exciting time at the DRA right now. We've just finalized our strategic plan.
Okay.
So a lot of changes happening, all very positive. So you'll see some new events, new programs, new ways to get involved. Yeah, so stay tuned.
Okay.
You can sign up for our email list on our website, godowntownraleigh.org, to be the first to know. It's a weekly email that comes out. As far as large events, we have our tree lighting.
Oh, yeah. When is that?
November 30th in
November
the evening.
30th.
It's a Friday night, so we're excited about that.
Cool.
We also are going to be strengthening and have already done so with our residential community.
Okay.
So we're hiring a resident coordinator to kind of be that liaison with that group.
Cool.
And so we're excited to work with that constituency group a bit more.
Yeah, very cool. And people can follow you on Instagram. They're always posting cool things to do and places to be. What is your Instagram?
Our Instagram is at Downtown Raleigh Alliance.
Perfect. Follow them.
So if you had to go back in time, what's some advice you would give to your younger self about finance?
Yeah, I think what jumps to mind is that small things can have a big impact over time, and that goes for saving as well as spending. So, a latte here and there and lunch out definitely adds up and can have a big impact.
Small things matter. You heard it here. So I'm actually celebrating my 2-year anniversary in Raleigh at the end of the month. So if I'm throwing a party and a penguin walks in wearing a sombrero, what does the penguin say? What does the penguin do?
Oh, wow. I didn't see that one coming. Well, the penguin. I guess the penguin would probably go up to the bar and get one of our many craft beers that we offer in Raleigh. I think one of the things that sets Raleigh apart from a lot of other cities is the number of craft breweries and how that's really kind of part of the culture in downtown.
Penguins and beer.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong there. Thanks, Kathleen, for being such an excellent guest today. Please tune in to the next episode of the Moorehouse Show. We got some more great interviews coming soon.